Melanie, in just a couple of hours, bars like the one you see behind me here will be packed with people looking to go out and have a great time. And now the ride company Sober Drive wants to make sure that you and your car gets home safely. Here at the Fargo Dome, walk-through metal detectors have been installed. That fire happened behind me here at this apartment complex at the rear of the building in a floor space between the first and the second floor. Principal Eric Bubna backed out of our on-camera interview, but he did say in a statement that it was reported that the three girls were hiding in the locker room after being directed to go to class. The mother of the child is said to be at a hospital in Fargo, and officials are awaiting the autopsy results of the child. Fire crews do plan to stay on scene as they continue to conduct this investigation. That's the latest here in South Fargo. Joseph Ojo, Valley News Live, who is still making their way into the area to meet up with those who are injured. That's the latest here in Mapleton. Joseph Ojo, Valley News Live. We are here near Woodworth, where police have been combing through the waters in search of a missing child. He's embarking on a great challenge, mowing the lawns of the elderly and disabled, as well as veterans and single moms, all in belief that being kind is contagious. The scene is much quieter now after a man with active warrants attempted to evade police, barricading himself inside an apartment complex. Myers says she is grateful that everyone is safe and said that she knows that someone or something was watching over her and her team. Some neighbors believe the wife passed away either on her way or coming from her dialysis treatment. They also believe that her death may have been too much for the husband to handle, and that's why he shot himself. Fighting to put the scandal-plagued school year behind them, voters are pouring into the election polls in hope that their pick will bring forth change in the school district. You may know it as the image-sharing app that gets your family members and friends to like the post of birthday celebrations, weddings, and much more. But now there are growing concerns over several hashtags which are allowing people to access pornographic websites. As a freshman in college, it's easy to think, who cares what I post? I'm young, but students we talk with on campus say it's better to not risk it when it comes to employers. Joseph Ojo again here with Valley News Live. Just standing outside, the crowds are obviously, leaving at the moment. But we did catch up with some people who actually weren't able to get in because, just everyone was there at line if you didn't get here early enough, maybe. On a hot day, it is important to never leave anyone in a parked car, because when parked in the sun, temperatures in your car can rise up to 20 degrees in Fahrenheit in just 10 minutes. In Fargo, Joseph Ojo, Valley News Live. Jasmine Brashard says she was only in the girls' locker room because she was trading a shirt with her friend. But she says that quick exchange turned disturbing after her male principal stormed into the girls' locker room.
And I saw his face in the mirror, so I hurried up and I pulled up my pants as he was walking towards me.
Jasmine then says her principal began to get red and started yelling because they did not have a physical education class scheduled during that period.
And then he walked over to the stalls, peeked his head over the toilet on his tippy toes. He went like that, and then he's like, "You need to get out here." I was like, "You're not supposed to be in here. It's illegal."
Taken aback by his actions, Brashard became angry and voiced her opinion to her principal.
He was saying it's legal, and I really think it should be illegal for a male to go in the girls' locker room.
And Jasmine says she questioned why a female counselor was not sent into the locker room and claims that her speaking up led to her and her friends being suspended.
I was like, is it in the school rule book? And he just told me to shut up.
Principal Eric Bubna backed out of our on-camera interview, but he did say in a statement that it was reported that the three girls were hiding in the locker room after being directed to go to class. Bubna also said that two of the three girls became aggressive, argumentative, and defiant. Jasmine's mother went to Facebook and posed the question of, why did a male have to enter the locker room? And in a response, Bubna said, when it is reported that students in his school may be skipping class, one of the authority figures, which are mostly male, will respond to the matter. He also says that before any school official enters a locker room, they will first make their presence known loudly by asking the children if anyone is inside. Now Jasmine and her mother are sharing their story so that they will not have to move out of the school district like several other parents have in the past to make their child feel safe.
Me and my mom don't feel comfortable with me going back to school till Monday when she has the school board meeting with them.
In Crookston, Joseph Ojo, Valley News Live. She's described as loving, encouraging, and far beyond compassionate.
What I was just thinking for a really long time is some people don't have shoes, and I wanted to fix that.
And you'll never guess by looking at 6-year-old Nala Robinson that she would want nothing more for her birthday than to help others who are in need.
So I was like, are you sure that you want to do this? Like, you're not going to have any presents to open? She's like, Mom, would you stop bugging me about it? This is my decision.
She wants to donate money to help needy kids get clothes and shoes they may not otherwise be able to afford.
There's some people out there that don't even have coats or anything, and they have to walk, and I don't think that's very fair.
Nala's desire to show people how to be kind led her to start a GoFundMe page. attempting to raise just $100. She reached that goal and even doubled it in just a matter of hours.
Yeah, I was like, I was really, really surprised at the overwhelming amount of love and support from everybody.
For Nala, what makes her the happiest is giving back to others, and her devotion to Pay It Forward has even inspired several of her other friends at school to want to do the same for their own birthdays.
I feel like I want to fix it, so I am going to for the world and to make a change with the world. I think that we can all have a nice life.
In Fargo, Joseph Ojo, Valley News Live. Heartbroken and in disbelief.
I can't even look at their pictures. It just doesn't feel real.
As loved ones celebrated the short lives of the 3 Talmadge children. Filled with emotion, many scenes of tears flowing freely were on display as mourners passed by images of Ariana, Aiden, and Tyler. Heavy sorrow amongst family and friends who loved them, especially in Volk's older sister, Janet.
I talked to her the Monday night before, and she was her normal, sarcastic, dry-humored self.
Janet says she heard about her family's horrific death on the news and said that she never saw any signs that her sister Astra could actually harm herself or her children.
If I had any idea that she ever thought about, taking her own life, I would have stepped in. Astra was so against guns. She once got mad at me for buying water pistols for her kids.
After the service, all in attendance headed outside to release balloons in the air, symbolizing they are letting go of their loved ones and letting the grieving process begin. As those in attendance continue to mourn, we continue to learn a little more into the life of the mother of the 3 children, Astra Volk. One of her very close friends who attended the funeral service refuted claims that Volk would discuss harming her kids. She says that Volk was a kind person and she would help out with many benefits and charities, touching the hearts of many around her.
She was an extremely loving, caring person.
With her passing, Volk's close friend Kelly Bakken hopes others won't judge her before understanding the dynamics of the situation.
People need to understand the mental illnesses and stuff, and you don't know what people are going through and what these illnesses do to people. So to quit with all the negativity because it hurts. I mean, she's got other children and this tears them apart and it hurts them and her family and her friends.
In Grand Forks, Joseph Ojo, Valley News Live.